Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, they've given Mercy 2 guns. What? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Lost. I'm Stylosa, and check this out. This is the developers once again having fun on the Overwatch League broadcast. So when people bring in the signs and they hold them up with crazy suggestions, sometimes the devs will do it. Look at this. This is Mercy with 2 pistols, well, 2 guns, right? Obviously, what they've done is they've mapped Mercy's model onto Reinhardt Reaper's wireframe and given her, like, Reaper's stuff. I mean, this looks crazy. What I wanted to see, though, is Death Blossom. That would be amazing. Can you imagine? Like, if Mercy could Death Blossom. And actually, this got me thinking about Mercy, because when you think about it, what would actually happen if you gave her 2 pistols? Like, that might be quite good, actually. But I mean, actually, I don't know. You know, obviously this is stupid. This isn't in the game. This is just developers having fun. But it is crazy to see heroes in this situation where you just don't expect to see them. Like, what? Look at that. It looks crazy. She actually looks really good. Like, they should make an evil DPS version of Mercy. That would be awesome. I know we've got Moira, but like some sort of, I don't know, like bad clone of Mercy. I don't know. Keeping on the topic of Mercy, the lead writer of Overwatch, Michael Chu, he's been on the forums and he's been dropping some bombs of information, and he says, Mercy, her heroes never die, the iconic voice line, the Mercy voice line, which is still in the game at the moment. She just kind of goes, heroes never die, and she just picks people up. It's not as great. It's not, heroes never die! That's not how Mercy sounds at all. But it's not like that anymore. However, it's coming back to the Valkyrie ultimate. So when you cast the ultimate, she'll scream heroes never die in both English and in German and all of that good stuff. Now, why is this kind of huge that it's coming back? Well, in my opinion, when they changed the ultimate voice line to whatever the hell it was for Valkyrie, which it's so boring, I can't even remember what the hell it is off the top of my head. That voice line made sense given what the ultimate did, because the ultimate was no longer a mass resurrection, because before, heroes never die was because she rezzed everybody in the vicinity. She didn't do that. She still had a res, but she didn't do that anymore. That's why I think they decided to change it. Still, it was a really silly decision, because this is one of those iconic things. This would be like removing Mercy's angel wings off her back, or removing Resurrect from the game. You know, it's something which is just a bit ridiculous, and they went a bit too far. However, they've decided that, yes, we have gone too far, so we're going to bring it back. Now, there is another side to this argument. People out there might possibly be thinking, well, actually, Sty, it makes no sense, right? Heroes never die for Valkyrie, it makes no sense. But I would argue, a Valkyrie gives you an AoE heal, so you are keeping people alive. And heroes never die is just kind of Mercy's battle cry in a way. So, yeah, it was really stupid that was removed from the game, so thank God that is coming back. Still on the topic of voice lines, we've also got Michael Chu, again, active on the forums, and he says Symmetra's dragon skin voice lines are coming to the game. These are the voice lines from the Junkenstein's Revenge Part 2, I guess you could call it, from last year. Again, this is just like, why are they not in the game? Like, I don't understand why these things are not tied into the skins, or why they can't just be shoehorned into a build of the game really quick. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I never will know. But from the outside, it looks like these are minor things which really we'd like to see. Okay, so last part of this video, we're going to talk about guild system, because again, this is a hot topic. This is all over the forums, and this is something I want, and I've always wanted this. If you watched the video I put on the channel yesterday, where I was playing in solo queue, you'll notice how difficult it was at the start of the game. But then as soon as people started to play together, it became a really good and a really interesting and a really fun match. Problem is, most games of Overwatch, they start off with people picking whatever the hell they like, and then nobody really does anything. And nobody cares because, well, nobody's really accountable in any kind of sense, because nobody really knows the names they're playing with. And a lot of the time, you don't see these people ever again, unless you're at the top of the ladder, or I guess at the very bottom of the ladder. You don't really keep walking into the same players over and over again. So my major argument for a guild or a clan system, a watch point system, or as people have started to call it now, a strike team system, which I think is, that sounds really cool, actually. Like, I'm really going to get behind that strike team, because you think about it, like, Overwatch sends strike teams out to locations to complete operations. So if you had your own strike team, I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, the whole idea of a guild clan system means that you become a known name. Like, you look at any other MMO out there. I know this is not an MMO, but let's say you look at Warcraft, for example. You know players in your guild. You might not know people outside the guild, but you know them in the guild. You'll know who the best tanks are, who the best DPS are. You'll group with them. You'll become friends with them. You'll have a really good time. You don't often go into a dungeon in World of Warcraft with your guild and then get angry because people are playing different roles or doing different things, or whatever, or we've got too much DPS, we don't have any healers or whatever. That happens all the time with Overwatch, and it's mega frustrating. Yesterday, when I sat down and I played a bunch of Overwatch on the Stylosa account, which you guys know I don't generally play on that account, and the reason for that is it's kind of sad in a way, but it's because people I want to be positive all the time. And I want to say to people, look, guys, let's work together, let's play together. But you come across people who just don't care because they don't have any sort of reason to care. Like, why should they care? And then it's like, well, why should I care? And then that's a bad path to go down. So I think we really need a guild system. We really need a clan system. We really need some way. I mean, even I say we really need a clan or a guild system. It's not so much about a clan or a guild system. For me, what it's about is having a way to form a team before the hero select screen. Because, yeah, you'll still get trolls, right? And I don't know, role select is not something the devs want to do or any of that. And maybe there's a cleverer way around this. Maybe the matchmaker itself can just be like, okay, we're always going to make sure there's a tank and a healer, a primary tank and a primary healer in this game, and then everybody else can just do whatever. Maybe it does that already. We just don't know. But that probably would be a more sort of covert fix than outright going, look, you get to select your team before you go in. But the idea with the clan system or the guild system, or whatever you want to call it, is it gives you a pool of players to pull from. Now, people have said to me in the past, but Sty, you've got a Discord server. It's got like 40,000 members in it, or whatever the hell it is. It's like a really big Discord server. Why don't you just go there and go, guys, I need some supports, I need some healers, you need to be this SR range, and off we go. Now, that's fine in a way, right? But that's not really the best solution, is it? Because that's me using a system outside of the game to make my own group, and that's not great. The game has to support this. It's the same with toxicity. When the devs moan about toxicity in the game and all of that stuff, it's not our problem. It's their problem to fix. I'm on record in the past saying, look, I've made videos that have accounted for, literally millions of views on the subject of toxicity in Overwatch and how it could be combated, how we need to be positive, keep that positive mental attitude. I've even made videos on the mental attitude you need to play Overwatch and all of this stuff. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, I'm sure it makes a difference to some people, but because it's not built into the game, it's a problem. And it's exactly the same with the guild and clan system. Because you don't have a pool of people to build a team from, what ends up happening is you go into a solo queue competitive, even if you're in a duo queue, right? You go into the game and you're hoping that you can build a team. And more often than not, you will win the game because you have a team comp. Now, what are team comps in Overwatch? Like, the more I look at this, the more, I know the devs have got this very idealistic approach to Overwatch, well, the Overwatch meta in a sense, where they want it to be very dynamic. They don't want to force it, which kind of does sound a bit ludicrous at times, because when you look at the changes they make to heroes, they're 100% made to force different types of meta. And even hell, look at Brigitte. I think it's Brigitte. Do correct me if I'm getting that wrong in the comments below, guys. But when you look at her, she is a hero designed specifically to counter dive comp. She counters the dive tanks. She smashes D.Va away. She smashes Winston away. She's a very durable support. You can't just dive on her and kill her. If Genji dives on her, if Tracer dives on her, and she shield bash stuns them, she can more often than not smash the crap out of them so somebody else can finish them off. That is what she is in the game for. If that is not an attempt to change the meta, then I don't know what is. Then you look at Sombra. Sombra, again, is very powerful right now because she is, well, she's been buffed because they've decided she should be played more. So again, that is a way of changing and influencing the direction of the meta in a very, very strong way. Now, let's take a look at how this all ties into a guild, clan system, strike team system, or whatever. They say they don't want to force the meta, but they clearly do with changes they make to the game. All I want, and what I think would reinvigorate this game, would be just put 2 tank mains and 2 support mains in a game on both team. And I tell you now, guys, the game would be so much better. It would be like, you would have a fighting chance. I've been in games, right? And this isn't like, oh, it's at random points of the ladder. This can be, this happens at every tier, right? This is what I'm trying to say. I know this because I speak to a lot of people. I also know this because I see tons of videos sent into me. Literally thousands of videos a week are sent into me for overanalyzed. So I know what it is like. And I believe you me, I spend a hell of a lot of time watching those videos. I know what it is like. I know how it is across the ladder. I know how it's very difficult to form teams, and this is something Blizzard have to do. And in my head, a clan system will help this, but I always see the clan system as something which comes further down the line. Before we get that, we get some form of role select, then we get a clan system. My question to the devs would be, why don't we have this in the game? And why are you not looking at doing it? Maybe they are looking at doing it. Who knows? Maybe it's something that's coming in the future. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video I put out yesterday as well, the solo queue. If you do like that type of gameplay stuff, then let me know in the comments below, and I will focus on producing more of that, because, I mean, at the end of the day, I really enjoyed making that. I like making these discussion videos as well. I like making news videos, but I gotta be honest, I like playing the game more. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. You can subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. Join the Discord as well, which is discord.gg/UnitLost, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.